Hey everybody, welcome back to Craps University. Today we're going to talk about a strategy called the Z-press strategy. I can tell you I do not like this already, but I'll show it to you and we will do some rolls to see how it goes. What we'll do is we'll do 160 inside. We will toggle. We'll use this for a toggle. Basically, on is inside, off is outside, and we will toggle every other number. Now, say we got it toggled to the inside, and usually if you're playing, you can do that with a chip in your rack. That's how a lot of people do it. Let's say you're on the 6, somebody rolls a 5, it's on the inside. That means you will press that. You've already got it 160 out. You will press that. And I am going to do the type of pressing. I'm not going to do a full press or mid press. I'm just going to press the original table unit that we started. So 25, 25, 30, 30, 25, 25. Kind of weird, kind of complicated. Now, let's say this was off, meaning outside, and it hit an inside number, you would just collect that. Kind of some luck, kind of maybe a game yourself, but it's kind of weird to me. I read about it and I'm like, I don't know. I wrote the script for this, not a lot. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with 2,500 and we're looking for a point. All right, 5. 5's the point, and we'll just throw this up and we'll toggle it for the outside. We also will throw down 160 across. That'll be a buy bet. My table, we have to pay the vig up front, and Optimum, you would not pay a vig, you would pay it on win. All right, so what we're looking for to press a number up, we've got it toggled to the outside, meaning we're looking for a 4 or 10. And 10. There it is. All right. So that buy bet, 1 pays 2. There's our 2. We're going to press that up and we're going to toggle now to the inside. And 3 craps. And 4. All right, so here we're toggled on the inside, but we hit an outside number. We're just going to get paid on that, and we're going to pick it up and rack it. All right, we're looking for another outside number now since the toggle keeps switching every roll. And 5. That's the point. And this 35 gets racked because we're toggled for the outside. We hit the point, we're coming out. And 6. 6 is the point. We don't toggle on the come out. All right. and 9. The neener. All right, dealer, press this up 25 on that 9, and we'll rack that 10. And we toggle. We're looking for an outside number, and 9. 9 again. So this is just a collection point for us. 50 pays 70. And we're looking for an inside number. And 2 craps. All right. We're looking for an outside number. And 5. That's another collection point. Looking for an inside number, 11 yo. Looking for an outside number, and 8. $30 pays 35. And I flip that. We're looking for an inside number, and 3 craps. Looking for an outside number, and 7. 7 out. All right, still kind of weird. You've got to keep track of that toggle. All right, still not bad. I think I was up a little bit. We hit 4s and 10s. We hit a 9. That was pressed. All right, we're looking for a point. And 11 yo. That's a winner. And 2 craps. That's a loser for the line. And 6 the hard way. And here we go. Same deal. 160 across. And we'll buy that 4 and 10 for $2. And we're looking for an inside number, and 9. Press me up to 50. Rack that 10. And we toggle, look for an outside number. And 12. Looking for an inside number. And 8. Press me up to 60, take that 5, rack it, and we're looking for an outside number, and 10. There it is. There's that outside number. All right, here. 1 pays 2. We'll buy those, and we got to pay the VIG. Got to pay a $2 VIG on that. All right, here we go. We're looking for an inside number. And 8 the hard way. All right, 60 pays 70. And we're going to press up by 30. We're going to go to 90. We're going to rack this 40 up. And we're looking for an outside number. And 8, this is just a collection point. 90 pays 120. All right, player, drop me 5. Looking for an inside number and 9. $50 pays 70. I am gonna press it up to 75. I am gonna collect that. And now we're looking for an outside number and 7 out. Interesting strategy. I don't think I would play this strategy, but it's interesting for sure. It's very straightforward. Do what the toggle tells you to do. All right, I am going to get rid of some of these red and give them back to the banker. I'm just putting this out to get it ready. Plus, we're going to drop a $2 big. All right. And these are buys. And we're coming out looking for a point. 7. That's a winner. 7. That's a winner again. And 5. 5's the point. So I've got a theory that when you see a bunch of 7s in a row, you know in the future you're probably going to have a hot shooter or a god roll coming. Just due to the law of averages, you should expect that 7 to show up 1 out of 6 rolls. But if they show up in succession like that many, many times, 5 or 6 times in a very short period, the laws of averages say that you will end up, everything will average out, so you see the 7 about 6 times. So I've seen that kind of happen. You don't know when it's going to happen. It could be the next hour, the next day. How long is the period of time that they're deciding that you should see a 7 1 out of 6 rolls? I don't know. All right, we're looking for an inside number. And 3 craps. Looking for that outsider. And 7. That's not what we want to see. All right. What do we got here? Got 2,000 in black. Got 90, 390, 490, 515. So all in all, we're up $15. You might be able to get a hamburger with that, but we're not down. So not bad. So it was interesting. Reading it and playing it are two different things, for sure. I think it's complicated. It seems like it's apt to lose track very easily, but I think I lost track at one time. Yeah, very interesting. So if you ever get up to like on the 4, 5, 9, and 10 up to 100, you're supposed to regress back down. 120 on the 6 or 8, regress back down to 30, so you can take all those winnings. That it's very interesting. So you alternate press opportunities. Inside, then outside, you collect everything else. If you're not trying to press an inside, you hit an outside, you collect. Very interesting. I don't know, maybe I should try this. So if you're on a choppy table, you can play just the inside. You can go 110 inside to kind of preserve some bankroll. That's some options for you. The inside outside toggle and the one number press discipline, I think it's not too bad, because you not only have to hit a number, but it also has to be toggled if you're going to press it, and if you go 3 and you're on like the 6, if you're on 90, that means you're going to collect 120 right there. So it's still kind of luck and gambling. So what are the best table conditions? Warming to hot tables. This inside rhythm funds the outside presses. Choppy tables use the collect and press cadence. Icy cold tables stay at 110. Yeah, pretty good. So reading this, I thought the rhythm was going to be difficult, but it's really easy. And this helps you keep overpressing in control. Now, there are times where if you're pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing, dealers sometimes hint, and I've heard them hint to people like, okay, gambling with the players' money. That's basically saying, hey buddy, you should maybe regress or same bet. They're just trying to help you out without the casino coming down on them that's what the casino wants. Press, because all the money ends up here in the rack eventually. But dealers are really good people at craps, and they drop hints all the time. I hear it constantly. Frequent inside hits bankroll the outside growth. There's a built-in profit lock with the with the 120 and the 100 regressions. Some cons. It feels slow. When I read this, I'm like, this is slow. We're not going to get anywhere. But the demo, we were making some progress. One thing, you've got to track those VIGs, and you know, $1, I don't mind it. I'd rather take pay the VIG on the win instead of up front, because a $25 buy bet on the 4 is really 26 bucks. Late regression, if you regress late when you're not, when you're past when you're supposed to, you'll give it all back. It'll be sitting here and soon in the dealer's stacks. And this is not suited for cold tables, even if you're doing the 110. Nothing's suited. Hey, look, nothing is suited for cold tables. All right, you've got the Z-Press strategy. If you like it, if you've played it, if you want to play it, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching Craps University, and we'll see you on the field.